It's the lack of all deers that should come drink because you shot the bear. I don't think so. I shot the bear yesterday over there. It does have hunting pressure, but there's none here right now. I think, like somebody said, you just have to wait it quite a while. You could be here, like, for a few hours. I don't think I'm patient enough for a hunting tower. Apache X, thank you for 47 months. Bob Chuckle, thank you for 26. Gabby, thank you for 2 years. Yeah, there is. I think it shows you hunting pressure on the map, but it's gone today, interestingly. Where's the wind? From the south. Why have I not got the question marks on this map? Is it because I need to do that one? Maybe I need to do the mission for that. Or read the map for that. Or that, maybe. No, that doesn't have a map. Neither does that. Does a campsite have a map, or is it just a hunting lodge? Can't work out why I don't have the question marks here. Hunting sims don't need a story, but in fairness to them, they've done a really decent job of it. Like, the comic strip animation is actually really good for a hunting game, and you know what, you can argue it's a little bit cheesy. It does have a lot of stuff in it about ethical hunting, which is what they're trying to communicate a message of. So I can't really blame them for doing it, but then they've done a reasonable job of it. It doesn't look like it's just, you know, tipping your hat to the idea of ethical hunting. They've actually built a reasonably good storyline. It's not necessary to have in the game, no. But I think it's nice that they put it in there. No, it keeps making lots of sounds, but there's nothing. There's nothing appearing. I think we'll have to give this one up. Other things to do. The storyline's very dark. How regular is it, Jack? Very regular. It's like everybody drinks here. The mule deer. The elk drink here. The white-tailed deer drink here. The badger drinks here. Everything drinks here. Even the red fox, I think. Yep, even the red fox. Yeah, I know, OJ. The second I walk away, they'll just come trotting down the hill. I know it's going to happen. No, the animals drink at 9 AM. Or thereabouts. Nah. They're probably like literally over that ridge right now, just waiting for me to go. Bob7143, thank you for 10 months. Double digits, Bob, thank you. There we go. So yeah, I left all these when I went discovering. Are you looking for a challenge? I say hunters rely too much on fancy gadgets these days. We have night vision, electronic lures, and it makes people think we're just lazy, fat hunters who sit on a chair the whole day and then just wham. I like to prove them wrong with my style of moose hunting. I like to get back to the good old days where you have just one single advantage, your iron sight. No fancy gear telling you the distance, only your eyes measuring and your brain deciding where to place the perfect shot. If you're skilled enough, let's prove people wrong together. Wow, so he wants us to take an iron sight shot, does he? That didn't seem to do very much. So I can't look at that map. What about that map? There is no map on this one. How do I get the question marks for this area? That's really weird. I feel like I'm missing a lodge or something. Like I did the map for this and it unlocked all those question marks. So rare.
You've discovered Nez Perce Valley Highland Forest Habitat.
It's a short
Thick
name.
woodlands are the best defense for animals, as well as a challenge for hunters. Highland forests in the Nez Perce Valley host a plethora of wildlife, including dangerous black bears and wolves.
The sound engineer took his voice and then turned the bass up to max. Hell Tiger, thank you for a year. Happy anniversary. What's this? I love all of Nez Perce Valley, but I love hunting in the Highlands the most. There's nothing more exciting than the burning gaze of a predator in the back of your head, only for you to turn around and see nothing because they are silent and slippery, maybe except for bears, and I should know. I found an abandoned cub years ago, but because its mother died in the winter, the cub saw me as its mother. Can you imagine? I can imagine Wallace saying yes and laughing. I took care of the cub, and for some time, he lived in my garden because he didn't want to leave me. Can you imagine what it cost to feed a bear? Eventually, I will let him in the wild, and he disappeared. I haven't seen him since. People call me crazy, taking care of a bear, but that's who I am. I love mountain climbing. Used to. Now my belly's too big. Paragliding, and generally anything that gets my pulse elevated. That is to say, my land is not for everyone. If you want to gain my respect, you need to pass my special evaluations. The first one is a test of invisibility. Maybe invisibility is not the best term, but because elks can sense you even if you just breathe the wrong way. Anyway, if you can't pass the test, don't even try to continue in these forests. Bustin', dustin'. Okay. So, sounds like we have to kill something and not be... Which is that one? Not be detected, maybe. Harvest the bighorn sheep. Harvest a moose after a single shot without using a scope. That's insane, that one. Taste the world. Harvest 10, I can't bother with that. Harvest 5 mule. Harvest a male elk with a shot from less than 100 meters. Ooh, that's a challenge. Actually, that's no good because I can't hunt here yet. Actually, but it doesn't have to be here, does it? It can be anywhere. A male elk. Less than 100 meters away. Where can we go hunting elk? We did have some over here, didn't we? I seem to remember. Was it this area was in, wasn't it? Yeah, perhaps in the tower. I'm going to go here and then we'll work our way through there. Let's have a look at what elk. Specifically try and hunt elk. Annoyingly, they tend to sleep during the day. 100 meters with it. To get within 100 meters of an elk without it knowing you're there, that's going to be tricky. Sounds like you could use the caller. Don't have the money though, do I, Boeing? I don't have the money for a caller. That's the issue. In-game cache or IRL cache? There is no IRL cash in the game. You just buy the game and that's it. So according to this, they should come out eating around about 5 p.m. So if we go for like 4 p.m. Where's the bed? Let's say 15:30. That'll do. That's true, Ben, but there's none of that in this game. So let's go that way. We'll kind of track around this lake, see what we can find. 400 meters or less. 100 meters or less with an elk. This is going to be interesting. Well, yeah, Pep, but I don't have the caller and I can't afford it. I spent all my money on a 308 gun. We'll see. We'll see what we come across. Thank goodness Call of the Wild fishing game won't have any in-game purchases. I take it being sarcastic. I imagine it'll have DLC for days. Get over this ridge and start walking. They're probably getting out of bed right about now, aren't they? Liverpool for me. Thank you for 42 months. Hey Chris, fine, thanks. Right, so we're here. Guessing this is going to be a hunting stand. I think it was about 700 Pep. All we need is like one decent animal kill and we'll be fine. What was that? American black bear. Interesting. That's my favourite things about squirrels, the way they move. Exactly. It'll call the... I mean, all you have to do is kill a male, though. It doesn't say it has to be a certain trophy rating. It just says kill a male at less than 100 meters. But I need to start using the callers a lot more, because otherwise I'm never going to get that skill. 700 in-game credits, Pep. Let's put it that way. You don't get anything if you hit it with a Jeep, that's the problem. It's just roadkill. This looks like there's a forest fire here, look at this. I can't imagine the animals are going to be in this area too much. Best level elk calls. Yeah, I just as soon as I've got enough money, I'll buy one. Midnight Pine Woods. Okay. What a creepy place. I'm surprised they don't have like an electronic caller that can just play any sound. Like just, you know, like a little screen, you just go, right, I want a male elk, and it just goes. With the Jackrabbit caller button, just press to swap your mouse wheel, but you have to have the perk to do it. So the thing about the callers is the only way you can change mode on them is if you've unlocked these perks here. So second level calls available. You need to basically kill. You need to harvest 10 animals that you call, and then you'll unlock the second level ability on that caller, on all your callers. And then if you do 30, you'll unlock the third level ability. What time is it? 4 p.m. I reckon there's going to be bears and stuff waking up real soon. They need to have an analog sounding with the right frequency so that they're so expensive because they take years of research. Yeah, I get that. There's sound waves at the end of the day, though, aren't they? Did you know that you can use photo mode to track the animals after you shoot them? Photo mode? What? Whoa. Oh, no. Oh, scumbag. I literally just saw them as I was reading chat. What was that? Oh, that's annoying. I was literally reading chat, walking into a herd. Dang it. Just lost a second good bird by having its corpse fallen through the world. I have never had any weird problems like that. The annoying thing is they've now run downwind of me, so it's completely pointless even going after them. So what's this about photo mode tracking then? You need to spill the beans now. Yeah, but I mean, a floating cartridge on them each is in a pre-release game. I'll take that. But I've not fallen through the map. I've not had animals fall through the map. I've never seen anything like that. Photo mode lets you fly around the camera. It's used to, oh, right, okay. So just cheesing it then. Okay. Seems like the worst bugs are on console and multiplayer. I can understand multiplayer being buggy because it's hard to test before release, but the console, you'd think they'd get that right. Well, yeah, and look how many years Hunt's been out, pups. The boy 55, thank you for 27 months. Well, Call of the Wild animals are still to this day, you know, like weird the way they work. The way they move and scatter is just, they behave like they've got no weight. They just kind of teleport around and just, like instantly turn 180 degrees and go that way. PlayStation 5, remove the save file after harvesting 50 animals. Yeah, I think I saw something about a hotfix for that. But that's a nasty one, that is. That is rage-inducing, kind of write a bad review kind of bug. Yeah, well, don't spoil it, surprise. We'll do the story at some point. I can't remember what the next mission was for the main story, actually. Oh, nice. Found a campsite. Is it worth buying this game? On PC, I'd say yes. On console, I think there's still a few issues you might want to wait for. But you can still, if you want to buy it on PC, you can still get 10% off. If you click my link and use that code, you get 10% off the game. Yeah, the Alpha V slider and key bindings is like a quality of life thing they need to put in. Okay, so we've got another spawn area, which is great news. I'm thinking there's going to be elk around here. That is mostly downwind, which is really frustrating. Ugh. There is a vehicle, yeah. It's free in the game. See if we can get some need zones down here, possibly. NHS, thank you for 32 months. Happy anniversary, just got my new job now, and I work for myself now, so still working at the NHS. You work for yourself, nice. How do you pass out 10 times? Jump off any cliff and you'll pass out. Like, the easiest one to do it on is... Okay, map. Thank you. This one here. If you go to Ruse's cabin, you can walk out of there, and there's a bunch of cliff edges right there. And you just walk off the edge. Bang. You'll pass out, spawn back at the main lodge, fast travel back to that, rinse, repeat. If you want to just cheese it, that's the easy way. There you go. Some lead zones here. Yep, components of Call of the Wild. Is it going to rain? It is going to rain. Oh, it's about to start raining, and then it's going to get heavy. Nice. We're going to get some rain. Woo! Of course, IRL, you'd be like, oh, great, it's going to rain. Yay! I'm going to get wet. My equipment's going to get wet. Fantastic. I really want to see a thunderstorm, though. Really, I've not seen that in the game, and I really want to see that. Well, on the list of things they're going to do was DLSS as well. I just heard some stuff. American black bear female spooked. That is so downwind of me, it probably smelt me. No worries, Pug. Doing fine. I like the terrain round here. It's really diverse. Thing is, though, Jack, when it rains, like you say, it dampens your noise out, but the visibility drop is horrendous. And most animals will just kind of sit somewhere for a while. So hunting's not easy. You're able to reshape presets to sharpen the game a bit. Interesting. Well, that's why I want to see it, Stonaldo. I really, really want to see this. I might just sleep until I get a thunderstorm. Kroll, thank you for 3 months. That is quite a drop down though, blimey. Don't see anything. Grindock, thank you for 45. Excuse me, thank you for 45 months. Because the distance they programmed for sound and smell to travel in the wind. Yeah, they don't really make it super clear, do they? I mean, you can tell, you can easily spook things from 300-400 meters away. What is this? I think maybe there's a campsite here or a hunting thing. You like to run around the map guns blazing. How does that work out for you? It's just starting to rain, you see it? I think this is possibly like a cave or something. On the map, there's like a road going around it. Yeah, I think it's a cave, isn't it? Bear Trap Cave. Okay, hang on. Bear Trap, you say? It's around 50 meters. It's the time of day when they're probably asleep. I don't see any signs. Let's push over here. I don't know, I really want to find some big animals real soon. Oh yeah, you knock yourself out by falling. Basically, when you fall off something, the outside of your screen goes red to show that you've taken damage, but it doesn't show you any health meter. Like Call of the Wild has a health meter that if you take injury, it shows you the amount of damage and it stays there until you rest. And I kind of think that's a better way of doing it, because in this game, if you fall off something, one of two things happen. Either the screen goes a bit red in a sort of a ooh, or you're a go unconscious and you wake up in the lodge, and there's nothing in between. And I think the damage you take just recovers straight back, so it's kind of dumbed down. I think Call of the Wild does that better. Shadow visibility and noise. It would be nice to know. Yeah. It would be nice to have that on the hunter skill level and below. On the top one, you'd probably want to take that away as well. If you're playing at that level, you remove all indications. I've not had an animal like run at me yet, though. They tend to run away. It's happened a lot in Call of the Wild. Did it really? "5 p.m. That was a bear then. Oh, I'm not sure about that, Dutch Foxy. I'll be honest with you, the whole sprankle thing in the long dark really frustrates me. And especially in the long dark, because, like, in the long dark, if you wear a pair of trainers that you find, or you put on some full-on mountain boots, doesn't make any difference. The same percentage of getting a sprankle. When in reality, like, really good set of boots is going to reduce your chance of injury over a pair of trainers. In what is a survival game, it should implement that. Seems to be a lake down here. The wind's not on our side, but I kind of want to go down here because it's time for some animals to have a drink. Yeah, the lack of jumping in the long dark was just so annoying. It really is frustrating to walk, like in any game, to walk up to a ledge a foot high and you can't get up it because the game won't let you even jump. Oh, it's so irritating. But it's easier for them to make a game like that because it's easy to test where you can't go in the map. Otherwise, I have to start testing, well, what can he jump to? Not seeing very much. Wow. 200 meters and an elk is alerted. That's not spooked. Alerted means they've sensed something. They're not running yet, but they probably will because they're smelling me. Like my scent is going down that hill. So it's going to be hard not to spook them completely. I swear that wind is turning around even to go this way. It's 200 meters in that direction. Probably put them around there-ish. See if I can get away from the scent. Alerted is just like a heightened state. They're just sort of looking around actively now. Anything else and they'll spook. I think the stronger wind does affect it, and I think because it is quite a strong wind, it picked it up. Donut, thank you 57. What's the objective? Is it a male? Ooh, it's a hunting tower. I feel like this wind is following me around. I feel like as I'm coming around, it's like turning. This is so weird. No, never. Firefighter, what are they? I'm in a tornado, obviously. The only problem with this is they're up on that ridge. Don't think I'm going to get in range of that. This is where having an elk caller would have been fantastic, because I could have backed away over here and tried pulling them down the hill with the elk caller. No, it's not Silent Mountain. THQ Nordic. Yeah, Donut, I can believe. Like, honestly, Twitch's best reminder to resub is just slamming you with a million adverts. He's like, why am I getting loads of adverts? Oh, wait. My sub expired. Well, we can try moving up there, but... Like, I've just repositioned from here, because the wind was blowing there, to here. And it kind of feels like the wind... I suppose I've got an angle now, but we'll see. We'll have to go up and see if we can get really lucky. That's my 0 in 50 meters, that'll do. Actually, let's make it 100. I'm enjoying Way of the Hunters in times. Dole's been let back in. I have not, King Gorson. Toggle W key, what do you mean? You just press the F key, mate, look. Press the F key. You don't need a macro to walk. Just press F. I did, madam. So it should be over there. Just trying to get some viz. I think they're in this tree area resting right now. If they've not already moved. Well, Zint's house, I tried that last week, if you remember. During the break, I went prone and just left it on auto crawl, and it completely robbed me. I crawled nearly 2 kilometers, and when I got back after the break, the progress bar on the perk had only moved like a little bit. It was a lie. Complete lie. Vinny, thank you for 32 months. So we're not getting any hunter sense. There's the female. So the female is there. I'm hoping the male is not too far away. Oh, alerted. Alerted? Wow. She can't have smelt me. It may be when the character stood up annoyingly. Let's go full Rambo. So there was one female there. There was another female to the right. There's a male alerted. They know something's up. That male's now calm again. 200 meters in that direction. Puts it probably about there. No? Oh, this is going to be tricky. I don't know if I can do it or not. It relies on them staying there. I don't have a caller. It would be a lot easier if I had a caller because I could bring them down here towards me. So this is probably a bit fruitless, but we'll have a go. We'll see what happens. I might get lucky. Thing is, I have to get it less than 100 meters for the objective, which is just 100 meters on an elk. So he's moved. Assuming that's the same one, they're now tracking over, which is... You can't possibly crawl and keep up with them moving. So this is not looking good. But they were 150 away, which means... Oh my god, game. Wait, shot distance 20 meters? I think you're looking at the wrong thing. Oh, look at that. What is that? They really need to stop moving. It won't tell me what they are. It's just clipping on the terrain. Yeah, I'm the same, B Sharp. Like, I really appreciate the fact that this game, the rain can last for hours. Call of the Wild, the rain is fantastic, but it does not last long enough. It just lasts like half an hour of game time. It's stupid. Everything's just a little shower. Whereas in this game, the weather comes in and stays there for a while. Alerted. That female is alerted from 150 meters away. And that female knows there's something not right. On the other side of a ridge. How does that work? I don't have the elk caller. I said that at the start. So I reckon they're about here-ish. It wouldn't, Astro Steve. I don't think I'm going to get the 100-meter kill or whatever it was. I think I'd need the caller to do it. But if they're like a really high star elk, I'll be happy just to get a kill. I found an eating area, which is good. I'm wondering if they're heading that way, which should be... I think they're probably walking quicker than I'm crawling, that's the problem. And if I get up, they'll hear me. I mean, they could be heading to this drinking area. I think if I get over this ridge and they're already down to the drinking area, I'll probably just go for the kill. That's a calm male, 200 meters, so yeah, I think he's probably there now. Well, they've gone back to being calm, so I think they're going to the water. I think what will happen is we'll get over this ridge and we'll be able to take out one of the males, but not from less than 100 meters. I think I'm better off just getting the kills until we get that caller, then trying to get that one. Because that is tricky without a caller. No, no, you won't scream for a while, either, pal. Hey. Lord Doyle of the Shire. He's looking a bit scruffy, aren't you? He likes being in here, though, because it's air-conditioned, and he likes lying on the floor and feeling really chill. Yeah. You need a shower again, don't you? Don't I? Take the camera shot. Say hi. Doing well, thank you, Sim Games. .200 meters, so they haven't gone down to the water. They are, in fact, just over here somewhere. Game, please. The heck? Just bought a King Charles Cavalier. I used to have a King Charles. I think if I was going to get another dog right now, though, I'd probably just go to the rescue centre. Because apparently they're just filling up with dogs from people who bought them during COVID when they were at home, and now they're like going back to work and they're like, oh yeah, I can't look after the dog now. And the cost of living is making it hard for them to, you know, buy food and stuff for the dogs and afford the vet's bills. So they're just basically giving them all back to the dogs' homes. so the dog home is just filling up with dogs, which is a real shame. But you know, you can understand why it's happening. So I think rather than like buy a dog, I'd probably look at rescuing one, because there's just so many of them sat in these homes waiting for a home. $150 elk male. We're getting very close. You just need to get visibility. It's just a Schnauzer Poodle mix was rescue. Yeah, there's some good dogs in there. I have, Rusty. I can see a lot of bugs in it. Like floating things. For an add-on that's over £30, it seems to be very buggy on release from what I've seen. One of the quests was the iron sight, but I don't know if you can't activate it at the same time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, they've done one. They've done one. They've spooked and disappeared. We got to 150 meters and they just fully noped out. They heard me crawling from 150 meters away. That's how bad they are. So if I'd have had the caller, I could have sat there at that distance and just called them in. So it looks like they went to the right, like down that way somewhere. Like maybe over here. I don't know, Rad, because it doesn't really show you a noise meter of any kind, so like how can we tell if it's better to crawl or walk? Yeah, that was thunder. You found slow crouching works better than prone. Interesting. Like, they're going to run 300 meters now before they'll settle down again. So apparently the rain's going to stop shortly. Just thunder. Oh, yeah. No, that's not true, Kodak, because I've spooked things very easily from running, and I've been able to crawl up to them. You can almost hear the rain lightning up. Hunchback. Is that the crawling one? Explorer. No. There you go. Travel 10 kilometers in a crouch stance, 15% less visible to animals when crouched. Honestly, these three here, that one there, that's probably going to take longer than anything else in the game. Unless you completely cheese it. Right now, I have no idea where they've gone. Absolutely no idea. They've captured the sense of the weather really nicely. Like the light levels are just right and the sound is right. It feels like it's a bit cold, dark and rainy. It's nice. No, there's no tracks. What was that? Female out 7. So they've gone that way. They've gone over here. I think they're going to the water, aren't they? Quite possibly. It feels like England. If you fall through the map, it will max out the standing perch as you fall so far. That would be hilarious. Wakataka, thank you for 67 months. I like it, Odin. I think maybe they're going for a drink and we might be able to just get a kill on one of the males. What's objectives? Oh, that was a moose. The no scope was a moose. Nearly 7 PM, it's getting late. Oh, they're spooked. That's amazing. That's amazing. Like crouch walking and they're just like, phew, gone. Unbelievable. Man, they are skittish. Why do they sense me up here? Like, in the rain, the noise the rain's making, it's just, like, how can they possibly know somebody was crawling up the side of a hill 200 meters away? I think we'll just go to the hunter stand. Probably got a better chance from there anyway. No, it doesn't add to the pressure, no. It just means they've gone up from alerted to we're moving because we don't like this. Alerted is like, Jeff, do you sense something? Spooked is like, right, Jeff, let's move somewhere else because I don't like this. Stupid rock. She found out where we are. 445 meters away. That's a long way. That is a long way. What a shot! Oh, oh, get in with that bad boy. Straight down. Boom. Let's have some of that. Yes. Shot for that one. Let's go and get it. That was a good shot. I think it was 440 meters, so I zeroed for 400 and aimed up a little bit on where I wanted. Nah, I don't think it'll despawn. That was the lapel round. What I like, you could see the round arc as it went down. You just saw it do that, and then you saw the blood go. Pew. Well, at least we caught up with them. Man, they were hard to track. I hope somebody clipped that. That was a good shot. That deserves to be in the highlights. It went down very quickly. That almost certainly hit some arteries. Shark2, thank you. Thank you for 38 months and a very kind message. I don't know, did someone clip that? Please tell me somebody did. Look at this. There's the explosion. There's the body. And the shot came from... That's the... Oh, that's... I need to go and get that. The shot came from there. That's where the shot... No, there. That's where the shot came from. We were lying there. It had no chance. You clipped it, thank you. Yep, that's a heart shot. So round comes in, hits the right lung, no, left lung, and then goes straight in. Does penetration and cavity damage to the heart, so it hits the heart. Look at that. Doom. Both lungs and the heart. Absolutely no way was it ever getting away from that. From 436 meters, that's a very decent shot. I'll take it. Vital organ artery. I love the way it tracks this. In the rain, 1905. Mature, 2-star. Do you know what? That's going to pay for the elk collar. Let's sell that. Right, we need to go. What time is it? Taking a break shortly, but before we go, I want to go and grab that, because that's a very useful place. Imagine spawning there. You're looking straight down on the water. Fantastic. That was atmospheric as well with all the rain. That was really nice. I enjoyed that. It was like 45 minutes of stalking on the ground to get a nice long shot like that from the ridge line over the water. I mean, in the rain, you could just about see them. You see them enough. But I'd like the highest power scope. They were tricky, they were. They did not want to be killed. Why am I hearing water out of my right earpiece? The water's there. What game? That makes no sense. Literally hearing sounds to my right. Yeah, 604 money's not bad for a, an elk. This is a really handy campsite. Very, very, very handy, this one. Look at that. You can spawn here, and you've just got that drink area right on your doorstep. Spawn here, stand on the table. Be like, yo! Not a very good jumper, though, is he? Is that asthmatic jumper? But yeah, just spawn there and just be like, okay, what's here? Nice. Oh, apparently there's a mission here. Are you looking for a challenge? Big trouble. Where appearance all hunters in the area, please. I'm the first assistant director to a big movie shoot, and I may lose my head. You may think I'm being a bit dramatic. I wish I was. We had a party of sorts at the director's house who travelled to the Cayman Islands and left me in charge of cleaning, which is clearly not my job. We're making fun of him a little, and may have just a little liquor, but one thing led to the next, and his trophy of a black bear, which he claims he killed with just his bare hands and talent, got lost. Nobody remembers what happened. If he finds out, then pretty soon nobody in the business will remember me either. Please help me. P.O. Box 894 968 Walk of Sadness Street. Oh my god. Harvest a black bear with a trophy rating of 4 stars. I've never even seen one. What? That's insane. Yeah, good luck with that. Put that one on the back burner. Right, before I forget, I'm going to teleport back here and buy the elk collar, and I'll get rid of the hog collar because I don't need it, and then we'll be taking a break, I think. No, you can't buy from here. Four-star bar, like, no way. Look at that. Look at this. This is detail right here. This is detail. Look, dry, wet. And not just wet in a straight line, but like wet in a sort of a spreaded... That's detail. The only thing missing from this is wet footprints. But apart from that, those reflections are really good. The reflection of that post in the water is really good. Look at that. That's as good as it gets, really. It's lovely. Really nice. Right, shop, gear. elk caller. There is a jackrabbit caller. There you go. So if you want the American black bar, you need the jackrabbit caller. Because somebody was saying earlier there's no bear caller. You don't have a bear caller. You simulate a wounded animal, basically. And then that attracts it. So, but we're going to get the elk caller for now. Costs like 700. There goes the money again. And we'll swap that out for elk. So I've got the roe deer and then all the other kinds of deer. And then we've got the elk caller as well. Right, it's 3 o'clock, guys. Time to take a break. So I'll be back in 1 hour's time. Thank you for watching. I hope you had fun. And I'm going to get some food. Suggest you do the same. Otherwise, have a wonderful Saturday evening, whatever you're doing.
I'm not sure I understand.
Thanks, Siri. Right, back in 1 hour's time, guys. So 4 o'clock UK time, about 60 minutes. And I shall see you then. That's it. Bye for now.